Y'all, I promise you, Spirit School is not about aliens. What's up? What's going on? Big disclaimer, because what I'm about to talk about is aliens, ETs again, because I had another experience with them last night. This just means to me that disclosure is certainly near something big, which I've mentioned here before, coming next year, middle to end of next year. It's what I'm personally getting, but we'll see. But I had an experience with them last night. With this in particular, I couldn't identify the beings immediately out the gate. Definitely weren't beings that I've seen before. But after much research, and I spent a long time trying to piece together what they looked like, and I came across mantis beings. I didn't get to see anything but the upper half of them, so I didn't see their hands because it was like this. And but I saw what they looked like. But I see that there are variations to mantis beings, and I'll tell you why I knew it was mantis beings in a second, or an insectoid of some sort. I was in a room. This time it felt like a room. I know the video of my GFL, I mentioned that it was more of an open space when I met with the Orion leader, but in this case it felt like a room, and it was completely black all around. So it was just me sitting at a table, like a round table, and it was this being right across the other side. Even though I could only see this being, I felt like there were others of them around, so we were all having sort of like a powwow. It felt sort of like a, not a therapy session, but just talking about my life experiences is what it felt like, because I was then taken to childhood. But this being, it had a long neck. Their body looked like a human chest of sorts. They were green, okay, but I didn't see antennas again, or like any hands and stuff, because it was sitting like this, right? But the face had, these black eyes that went like this. So I found photos, and even though I didn't find the exact photo of them, I found a bunch of them that I pieced together. This is what it looked like, okay? When I was telepathically speaking with this being, I was then taken to childhood, where I was born and raised for till I was like 12, 13 years old, in the old ass apartment in Church Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. And my first generation Vietnamese family, and when we lived there, we were fucking dirt broke poor when I was young, right, and growing up. One thing that freaked me out living over there was, not only was it small and not top notch, obviously, the kitchen spooked me as a kid, because at night, like, I'd hear the mice coming out, convening, roaches and shit would be around. It was just not the place I'd like to be. I go in, I go out. That's what I did when I used to be in the kitchen. But my dream state, I was in the kitchen. There were roaches and bugs. I took out a bug spray and started killing all of them, right? Like, there were like piles and piles of them. I didn't feel any remorse. Then I woke up, and I kid you not, you guys, today I went into the office where I do the energy and sound healing when I work with this company. 4 ginormous, y'all, huge, I'm not exaggerating, they were like at least 4 or 5 inches big, 4 water bugs with wings were in the office. Today, I had the dream last night. That never happened before in this office. Like, I was frozen. They were just running around. And here's the thing, though. I was very chill about it. I was very relaxed. Normally in that type of situation, I'd be running out the door. You'd see me like freaking 10 avenues away at, within 5 minutes, like that. So the odds of these 4 big, large bugs, you see that? You saw that? A fly just flew right by too. Oh, and mind you, today was Insect Day. Shouts out to the insectoids and the mantis beings. Today, while I was doing my energy healing on someone, an ant literally was crawling next to the tourmaline stones that we laid out for all the clients. And I was like, oh, that's nice. literally came out of nowhere, started crawling right next to my client as I was working with them. I was like, oh, okay. Well, anyway, these are the type of things that occur. And I already know it's a connection to these mantis insectoids that I met with last night. Because the odds of this happening today, I mean, come on now. It's never ever happened before. The night right after I had that meetup, can't make it up. But anyway, when I started meditating on it and looking up what the being I was connecting with where they were from, immediately the insectoid came up. And also when I was meditating on killing the bugs, y'all, I felt like bursting out into tears. I felt so bad. This feeling of guilt went over my heart, and I can't explain it, but I just felt so terrible. Immediate download that these, even though they're insects, bugs, guys, that's what we see them as, like, they have their own soul's journey, their own soul path too. Yes, they do. They have a consciousness, they have a heart, they know about love, they have kids, they mate. I was taken to that so that, again, the compassion component when it comes to these insectoid mantis beings, that they are highly intelligent and smart, very, very emotional beings. They know to what depth emotional intelligence is. When the time comes for full-on disclosure, we're going to meet all types of beings, including these insectoids, mantis beings who have been around and have helped humanity. They are in all over different types of ancient cultures. You can look it up, how they've helped civilizations and things like that. That is to say, when they come, like, don't associate them with what you would, human mind would think when they see one in their home. You know what I mean? On a personal level, it also goes back to my childhood when we're talking about emotions, because I was able to overcome those humble beginnings, what I came from, what I've overcome so far in life, to be where I am now, and to be sharing, guiding, healing, helping other people. That was huge. I'm getting triumph, something I triumphed and can pass on to other people, to remind and reiterate to y'all that we already have this cosmic galactic information within us. Because we live in a sentient universe, we are all sentient beings. This is why your spiritual development, your ascension, how you elevate as a spirit, is based on inner healing, your emotions. When it comes to this shadow work healing process, and the more your energy becomes lighter through this healing, the less dense it becomes, the more sensitive you become to what's going on in the ethers, to be able to pick up and have everything flow to you and attract to you at this high vibration, high frequency of love. As a healer, I just find it very interesting that every interaction I have with these beings so far are all emotional based. Has all been about emotional healing and inner work, because that ultimately leads to a bigger, better, loving, and thriving Gaia, because everyone's working, operating from their heart space. Starting to feel like, you guys, I mentioned disclosure before, how it's, it's coming, it's on the way. This is for everyone's in preparation for it, obviously, but personally for me, my spirit team already told me I was going to connect with more of the cosmic family, and I just honestly naturally assumed that it was more my Lyran lineage fam and the other spirit beings, the high dimensional beings that are on my team, but it's looking like quite possibly connecting with other types of beings that are out there, which you might wonder, am I scared? No. To keep it real, like, I've already seen so much already. I've been through so much in life. Like, ain't nothing phasing me right now. Not to mention, like, I've seen things as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Astral traveling to meet these beings. And you already know my story with the GFL. Like, it's not really scaring me at all. If anything, it's just making me more excited to the fact that people are going to finally see and know that we are part of this big cosmic galactic family. That is what I'm here to do, on top of healing and guiding, like help make people comfortable with our cosmic brothers and sisters. I'm good either way.